I was hired to photograph a surprise wedding proposal. When the groom-to-be turned around, I realized he was my ex who disappeared 5 years ago. I photographed over 50 surprise proposals, but I never expected to capture my own shock on camera. When LZ contacted me to photograph her boyfriend proposing in Meadowbrook Gardens, it was just another booking. She wanted candid shots of the happiest moment of her life without revealing my presence to her boyfriend. Standard request, premium package, $1,500 deposit paid. He'll be in a navy suit by the fountain at sunset, her email specified. I'll be wearing red. I arrived early to scout the location, hiding behind decorative grasses with my telephoto lens. When the couple appeared, I focused on the man's back as he led his girlfriend to the fountain. Something about his walk seemed familiar. The slight lean to the left, the way his right hand stayed in his pocket. He dropped to one knee, ring box extended. I snapped rapidly, capturing her hands, flying to her face, the tears starting perfect reaction shots. Then he stood and turned toward my position, his face now fully visible in my view. Finder David, my finger froze on the shutter. The same David who'd been my fiancé 5 years ago until he vanished 2 months before our wedding. The same David whose family filed a missing persons report. The same David police later suspected had walked into the ocean after finding his car abandoned near Pacific Cliffs with his wallet and phone inside. The David I'd mourned for 2 years before finally accepting he was gone, except he wasn't gone. He was here, very much alive, proposing to another woman who had no idea she'd hired his ex-fiancé to photograph the moment. I kept shooting mechanically, my training taking over while my mind raced. He looked different, shorter hair, glasses, a scar above his eyebrow that hadn't been there before, but undeniably the same man who'd once promised me forever. The couple embraced and I captured their joy with hands that wouldn't stop shaking. When they left, I sat behind those ornamental grasses for an hour, unable to move. Back home, I stared at the photographs on my laptop. In one, I'd caught David's expression as he looked at Alize's pure adoration and something I'd never seen directed at me. Peace, I noticed a single tattoo on his wrist that hadn't been there before. 8.14, the date his car had been found at Pacific Cliffs. The date everyone believed he had died. I had options. I could confront him, confront his family who still placed flowers at his empty grave every birthday, tell the detective who'd given me his card in case you ever remember anything helpful. Instead, I edited the photos, removing any frame where David's face might trigger facial recognition on social media. I enhanced the colors, perfected the light, captured their happiness exactly as promised. Then I sent the complete package to Alize with my congratulations. My final email included one line: in case he ever mentions photographer recommendations for the wedding, please tell him Leah sends her best wishes for his happiness. 2 days later, a response appeared in my inbox. He told me everything last night. About his depression, the failed suicide attempt, waking up downstream with no memory for months. He said, leaving his old life behind seemed like the only way forward once he finally remembered. He's been in therapy for years. He's not the same person who left you, and I am so sorry you found out this way. He asked if you could call him. I haven't decided if I will. Some ghosts are better left as memories, but I did send them one final photo I'd kept back. A perfect silhouette of them against the sunset, 2 people finding each other despite everything the universe had placed between them. Sometimes the greatest act of love is simply witnessing someone else's happiness, even when it was once meant to be yours. Etri Claude can make mistakes.